I think a lot of people knew some of Rick's story, or at least they thought they did, from kind of the Dave Chappelle parody. But when I was reading the book Glow and Memoirs of a Super Freak, I just realized that we have no idea of the magnitude and the impact that this man has made on culture, period. And then I said, and who else would tell the story, right? Which is a thing that I believe has been a disservice in the Black community, is like we don't have any place to go to get our stories told, right? Where do we go to get it told, and in what medium will it be told in? And so I had the pleasure of meeting Ty James, Rick James' only daughter, when I did Set It Off. I did Set It Off, and she was there, and we hit it off right away. And I wanted to cement, build, and introduce his craft, his genius, his super freak of nature talent, to generations that may have not known who he was, with the exception of the Dave Chappelle kind of skit. And so, it was just a personal opportunity to really go on this journey to say, look, everybody has a dream, right? Like any artist starts off with a dream, but how do you go from a dream to building Rick James? And that's what I got a chance to experience in Glow and Memoirs of a Super Freak. And I was like, we don't know this. We don't know nothing about the impact that this man has had. He was fashion forward. He was a pioneer on how he toured. He was, obviously one of the pioneers of funk punk, and he basically taught Prince how to tour. Right, Prince was his opening act. Right. So when you think about Prince being his opening act, he was the first crossover artist of Motown. And it wasn't Marvin. It was Rick James. And he saved Motown. Motown was down and out, had kind of been considered washed up, in a sense of the sound of the culture had started to shift away from the Motown sound. And Rick came back with a whole new sound that completely revitalized Motown. So when you think about all of these dynamics that we don't know, we don't know he did all these things. And to say he, created the sound of some big white groups, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, right? To say that he is a bass player, a pianist, a lead guitar player, a drummer, all these different things, we didn't understand the magnitude of who he was, but instead I felt like it was being settled for the mockery of the laughter of kind of the spoof that Dave Chappelle did. And so I think you're going to get the whole gamut in this. So for me, it was personal as to why I wanted to tell his particular story, because there was a truth that had not been told that needed to come out.